This is just a basic rundown on Modular Mech Squid. It can be found under your Daz Studio libraries under props. So click there, and then you're looking for Midnight Stories and Mech Squid. Then you're presented with 4 different directories. Obviously materials for materials, pre-made ones, these are already pre-constructed, like all the parts put together into a singular model. Then you have the props themselves under there, and shaders. That's more or less, I've got glow shaders. You can just press on any particular part and make it glow. So we'll have a look at the pre-made directory. It's broken up into, I've made 3 different types. It's the Martian Walker, the Mech Squid, and the Scorpion itself. Let's have a look at there's different materials. The best material, the one with the most details, is obviously the one with detail written on it. Now, I've only got one lot with the details on it. I'll be bringing out an expansion package with all that detail on it, with all in different colors. So we'll just click on this one to bring it up, and you're saying, well, where is it? I can't see it. Well, that's because it's on they're large scales, these guys. So click on your little view all frame, and that will zoom you in. I'll just zoom out here for you. So what can you do with this guy there? Well, it's each individual part. Say you've got all your tentacles and your claws all coming out. To access that, all the moving dials and that, I've put them under the shapes directory. Here you can see I've selected the actual body itself, so I've got a few dials on that one to hide the guns, hide the plugs. But say you wanted to bend this guy up here, you click on him once, and then you're presented with a huge amount of dials. So you've got a lot of options to do things with. I'll go through a few of them. Bend all is obviously in the bend directory. Length, obviously it makes it longer or shorter. S-bend, it's sort of like the name implies, it's like a snake bend. Side bend, obviously it'll bend you. Well, it's a S bend, but sideways, so it's like an S snake bend sideways. Scale all, well, that's pretty obvious. You just scale everything up. Side alls, that just bends, obviously just a direct bend sideways. Spiral bend. Now this bends like the end part of it. And I think spiral side will bend the end part just on the end of the whatever the tentacle is. Twist all obviously will twist it around to whatever you want. Now these wave ones are a bit kooky, so be careful how you do it. So that's obviously puts a wave in the bend direction. But if you go to this one will, yeah, well, you've got, I think B is for bend and S is for side. So if you're bending sideways, and that's another good one is the jiggle, and that's like an animation one. It's good. It's a bit of fun. You can do your scale, but be careful when you use this one because it'll mess with your different props that are on the end of it, and it doesn't, and they go a bit wonky sometimes. So basically that's what the most of the dials on it will do. I'll give you a quick look at the Mech Squid itself. So we'll just click on the ordinary green one. Click on it. Again, because you zoomed out, you just zoom into it. Other little dials that you might not be aware of on the say the flaps, you can just no, I can't remember. Yeah, all you need to do is up down will bend these guys in and out. Engine, there's some of them will have their own shaping dials. Now a reason why I've got it sitting in the shapes directory is because it scales up both the blades and the engine itself at the same time, and that's because I wanted to maintain the rotating of the blades if you really wanted to. I know it's a bit of overkill there. What else is there? Other ones, I think. Have I got the cannons can shoot as well, move in and out. Legs, pretty well. That's all there is on that one. Obviously, you can bend these normally, just as you wish. But it's probably best not to go like a sideway movement on these because basically stick to your X direction and don't use any other one. So that's the Mech Squid. The next one will be the Scorpion. So go to your scene, close up, just click delete, back to your libraries. We'll go down to, we'll use the blue one, blue Scorpion. And you'll note that this guy's got like shorter arms and that on him. These are all pre-made props that if you highlight it, you can actually see that it's a longer tentacle, but it's the links have been turned off and I've put the claws on the end of them. So this gives it the illusion of a shorter, so you can still move things around and, you know, although I wouldn't probably go use the length dials because that's pretty well set to the shape. And there you can just grab your grips. Obviously the grips aren't on the actual tentacles themselves, they're separate props that sit on the end of it. So you'll have to make sure you select the actual, like with this one as well, you open and close, and it doesn't actually sit on So that's so I'll just show you what these are made from. So we'll come up and select our Scorpion, delete him. How I made these is by going into the props directory. You'll start with a base, and I've got two bases here, just the blank hull and the hull with the 6 legs on. That's already got the hull um, the legs conform. So normally I just start with this. So now you've got this is the base that you start with, and say I wanted to add the scorpion claw to it. I double click on that, and then it's a matter of just basically just positioning it to where you think you would, and maybe rotate it a bit. And you might probably start it out the side like that. Maybe throw on you just got to be mindful which way it's going to be bending to. It could be, depending on how you position it and rotate it, like here, that's moving it up and down because I've rotated it 90 degrees. So if I went to the side all, it'll bend properly like that. And so once you got the part where you like it, all you do is grab it and drop it on top of the hull. And say you wanted to repeat that and put another one on the other side exactly in the same position. Well, what I would do is make sure I have the scorpion claw selected. You'll go up to your edit. We'll say copy figure. Come back to your props directory. Double now. So click on your scorpion claw again. Make sure it's selected. Go to edit. We go paste to figure, and that puts it in exactly the same position as the other one. Now all you have to do is go over to your X transition. Instead of being negative, we go positive. That puts that on the other side. You're thinking, oh no, it's still wrong. Now what you'll do is just go 180 in the Z direction. Yes, I know one side's up and one side's down, but it's that was the easiest way, the quickest way I found to do it. You can still, then you'll grab that, drop on top of the hull, and you're shaping. Well, we had side all, didn't we? And that'll move in and line. But that's just like the basics of the idea. Obviously, you can rotate it differently to get these two to match, and that I'm just doing a quick demo here. So that's just the basic construction of a prop. And I found after you've got it the way you want, you've got all the bits and pieces on there, all you do is you'll come along and go save as subset, and I'll just put in a temp directory here and just call it bot. And obviously you only have the hull clicked, and that way you can recall it later on and everything will be fine. Okay, I hope that helps and gives you a bit of an idea. Thanks for watching.